friends, this video on getting to know plants part 4 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So let us start with stem. So this is the first part of a plant that we are going to discuss in detail. So what is stem? So stem is the erect aerial part of a flowering plant. So aerial is that part which is in air. So this part is above the ground and it is erect, it is straight, and that is why it is able to provide support to other parts of the plant. Like it gives a base for the stem, for the root, for the flowers, leaves, birds to be there. Stems are positively phototrophic. Now what does this mean? So the word photo means light. Positively phototrophic, that means they tend to move towards the direction of light. So they move towards light. So if you look at it, this is the soil and this is a plant. So the stem of this plant, this is the stem of the plant. So the stem of the plant will have an attitude to grow towards light. So this is the place where light is available. Now below the soil there is no light. So light is available above the soil, and that is why the stems grow towards the direction of light. So they grow erect upwards, and that is why they are called positively phototrophic. That is, they tend to move towards the direction of light. So they are positive towards the direction of light. They can be underground as well. However, in certain plants, underground stems can also exist. Now, that's what I told you, that any part of the plant may undergo certain modifications in specific plants. For example, in some plants the stems can be underground. In some plants the roots can be present above the ground. In some plants the shape of the leaves might be a little different. So that ways different parts of a plant might be different in different plants. So some stems can be underground, but as such, in majority of the cases, stems are positively phototrophic and therefore they are present above the ground. Now, a lot of time people get confused with shoot and stem. So they feel that shoot and stem, both of them are the same thing, but actually they are not. So when we talk about shoot, we basically talk about a new plant growth, because the entire plant grows from the shoot. So it also includes stem, leaves, flowers. So that's what we discussed, right? Root system and shoot system. So shoot is a collective word which is used for all plant parts which are present above the ground, like stem, leaves and flowers. Whereas when it comes to stem, it is only the aerial axis of a grown plant. So let's say if here in this plant we talk about shoot, that shoot would include the stem as well as these leaves. So the overall package would be the shoot. So this overall thing would be a shoot. But when you talk about stem, then this axis, the erect axis, is nothing but the stem. So it bears leaves and flowers. So leaves and flowers are present on the stem, but they are not part of stem. So if we say which one is stem, so this axis is going to be the stem. However, its job is to hold the leaves and flowers in place. But when we talk about shoot, it would mean the stem, leaves, flowers all together is called as shoot, and the shoot system grows above the ground. Now, what is the function of stem? Why do we have this axis? Is it just to hold the leaves and flowers? No, not like that. So it has some very crucial functions to perform. So one function is that it supports leaves, flowers and fruits. Had this not been there, then where would the leaves, flowers and fruits had gone? So one thing is support, but then most important thing is conduction of water and nutrients between root and shoot. Now plants need nutrients in various amounts for its growth and development. So from where does the plant get its nutrients? It gets it from the soil, because soil contains water and these nutrients are also present in dissolved form in water. Now how the plants take the nutrients? The nutrients are taken through the roots of the plants, and that's how it is absorbed by the plant. Now these nutrients need to be transported to each and every part of the plant. That is, each and every leaf on this plant should be able to receive the water and nutrients. So who conducts that water? So this conduction of water from below to above is done by the stem. So this is the most important function of stem, that it helps to conduct water and nutrients between root and shoot, because we need somebody to carry the water as well as the nutrients. So that somebody is nothing but the stem. So stem conducts water to the plant part. So let's perform a small experiment to prove the truth of this fact, that yes, stem conducts water to different plant parts. So all we need is a glass of water or a beaker containing water, and then you take a small plant and dip it inside this glass of water. So dip it in such a way that some part of the stem is under water. Right? Now what we do is we add some red ink to the water. So here we add some red ink. So what happens? The water turns red in color because the ink dissolves in water. Now after some time, what you do is you cut the stem. So from middle. So basically the red ink color was at this area, but we are cutting it from a little upper side. So when you cut a small part of the stem and then you observe the cross section of the stem. So this is the cross section of the stem. So when you observe the cross section of the stem, you would be able to see a change in color. And what is that change in color? It is seen that red color spots are seen. So from where does the stem gets this red color? It gets it from the water, because the stem was conducting the water and the minerals, and now the water is red in color. Therefore, that red ink gets blocked in this part of the stem. So this proves that yes, all the water and nutrients pass through the roots.
Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more educational videos with a better experience. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for latest updates. Thank you once again.